Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're glad that you're here. As you can see, this is not going to be a normal show. There are no jokes today. I don't say that lightly. I've stood on this mark with this light, with that background for many years and have found something funny about almost anything. But I just couldn't find a joke today. And honestly, I didn't try very hard because I don't think you wanted one either. Dolly Parton died. And something about the way the last 18 hours has felt tells me that this isn't landing like a normal celebrity death. I've had friends text me who never text me about this stuff. And it doesn't matter if you're young or old, black or white, from Nashville or Paris or Egypt. Somehow Dolly got into all of our lives at the same time without any of us ever noticing how far she had reached. And I think I know why, at least for me. If you grew up as a Gen Xer like me, Dolly, and I was thinking about this, Dolly wasn't just a celebrity. She was family. She was the auntie who would show up at every family gathering, whether she was invited or not, who told you the truth, even when it stung, who never once made you feel at the same time like you were too much for her. And for so many of us, she was the soundtrack to many moments in our life, so much so that we never stopped to notice that she was there. And that's the funny thing about family. You don't really appreciate them until the chair at the dining room table is empty. And I think that's why also this feels so strange. She's one of the few people on this earth, like my idol, Johnny Carson, who in his day felt less like a celebrity and more like a utility, like the electric company. And we don't think about the electric company until the lights don't come on or until the lights just go out. None of us ever prepared for a world where Dolly Parton wasn't somewhere out there still going. I've never lived on a planet where Dolly Parton wasn't walking around. She got into my life in specific ways, too, not just the big sweeping ones. I mean, like this. Colin and I quote 9 to 5 to each other like other couples quote scripture. And Steel Magnolias, I could recite almost that whole movie standing here. And there's a line from Steel where her character says, "Laughter through tears is my favorite emotion." She wasn't acting when she said that. And that was her whole philosophy, handed to us in one sentence. And it's exactly what we're going to try to do on the show today. My friend Holly from my radio show posted something this week that I haven't been able to shake, and I'm going to try to get through it without crying. Holly was recently at Dollywood last month and walked through the museum that they built about Dolly's life. And she said something stuck with her on the way out. She said, if 1,000 years from now, some other consciousness out there stumbled upon Dolly Parton as a record of humanity, they would only think the best of us. That out of everything we left behind, she would be the proof that we got something right down here. Sit with that for a second. If every person who ever lived, who ever found her, would walk away thinking we were kind, we were funny, we were generous, and completely unbothered by what anybody thought of us. That's not just a nice thing to say about somebody. That might be the whole point of Dolly. But even that wasn't the best part of her. The best part was that she spent her whole life telling us how to actually live one. Work without fear, she would say. Pour yourself a cup of ambition and get after it. Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. She told us to cherish our people and only listen to the opinions of folks who actually know us. And she told us, always, no matter what, say yes to lipstick. Dolly used to call herself a diamond in a rhinestone world, and I think the truth is actually she was a diamond who spent her entire life making sure the rest of us got to sparkle just a little bit. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to tell stories. We're going to laugh. We're probably going to cry just a little bit here on national TV, and that's okay, because she told us to celebrate our age and work for brighter days, and today that means celebrating her. Dolly, wherever you are, I hope there's a band up there and a butterfly on every shoulder. You spent your whole life telling us to spread our wings and fly. So go on and fly, darling. We got it from here. Ladies and gentlemen, Falen.
Beautifully said.
Thank you,
Beautifully
sweetheart.
said, yeah.
And I wanted to spend the rest of the time. I've babbled enough. I know that, we were texting last night, I know that this isn't a celebrity death. That's why I wrote that line in there, especially to you.
Yeah. You know, and I will be emotional a little bit, but it's weird because when you cry over a celebrity, it feels so ridiculous because I don't know Dolly Parton at all, you know what I mean? And then you get into this like, oh, it's such a parasocial relationship. But it's kind of like you said, I mean, she really did feel like family, and I think it hit me especially hard. I've shared on this show for years, and beyond that, Dolly has always been my favorite, my dream person to interview or meet. And this year was especially difficult for me. I lost my grandma, and that was like our connection. So it felt, I guess I would say, especially fitting to lose her the same year as my grandma. Two the most, I guess, the closest related angels on earth, if you will. So it was it's like just so surprising. I think we all knew that she was going through some health issues. I mean, she shared that. And I think she's just one of those people you just thought, oh, she'll be, whatever she's going through, she'll get through it and she will be fine and she'll be back performing before you know it. And so I was very sad. I've been listening to a lot of her music and watching, yesterday, I mean, I watched clips of her all day long. But yeah, she's just, I mean, it's kind of like you think, wow, how can I be more like that? It just seems impossible to be that kind of a person. It really does. And she managed it for 80 years.
Yeah, she walked around the planet not thinking of people as them, but thinking of us, thinking of people as us,
yeah.
and not putting labels. I texted Falen. I said, your Meemaw is probably running up to her in the heaven processing room right now, like, hey, hi, Dolly.
which my grandma was so shy, she would never. She would wait her turn, and she would have been like, oh, you know, what a blessing. But and it's I got on so many different threads yesterday, and I just thought it was so amazing. I don't think like you said, I have never seen an outpouring like this on anyone. There's always something negative in the comments about, even like when someone passes away, which is wild to me. Like
always horrible.
And there just wasn't, even on like TMZ comments, and you see like Eminem making tributes to Dolly. That's like wild to me. And like, it just like, and didn't matter the political party, like everyone was just, I mean, it's rare to find that these days, to have someone that doesn't polarize someone.
Will you set this up for us? We have a little sound bite. Is this your grandma?
My grandma,
yeah.
Which I called her Mama, and she is, I think this is the most grandma thing in the world. My grandma would call me to let me know when Dolly Parton was going to be on TV, because she just wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. So this is a voicemail that I have saved of my grandma.
Hi, Falen. Thought I'd give you a call. I didn't know if you knew Dolly Parton's going to be on TV tonight at 8 o'clock on an AXS station. I've never heard of it before, but I've heard some country music on it now. And they said she's going to be celebrating her 50th year in Opryland, so thought maybe you might want to listen to it. Love you.
Yeah.
That is such a grandma thing.
It is. To let you know what, obviously it's easy to find when things are going to be on TV these days, but she would watch the TV all day long and watch her country performance shows. And so every time Dolly was on anything, she would call and leave me a message or call just to tell me.
Did you ever get to see her live?
Yes, I saw her in 2016. And it was like, I love, Dolly was such a storyteller through her songwriting, but she would tell the stories, like when she performed Coat of Many Colors, she knew, it's just like, that was my first time seeing her perform. She would tell the story of how that song came together, like it was the first time, even though it was the 4 millionth time she told that story. Just a remarkable entertainer. Yeah.
Our tribute to Dolly will continue after this, and also The Universe Works as The Universe Works. We are thrilled with our special guest today, who will have a lot to say about the legend of Dolly Parton. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, music legends, are in the house. That and more when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. We'll be right back.